Welcome back to the Gun Dungeon, guys. Today's video is one that I wanted to do just because I wanted to get some of these guns out and shoot them, because I enjoy shooting revolvers. It's kind of where the title of this video came from. But I do enjoy shooting them. They do have their perks. I've got a couple of them that are pretty common sizes, ranges, calibers, things of that nature. First off, you got your typical little J-frame 38 special. Everybody should have one of these. If nothing else, getting proficient with a J-frame revolver will make you an excellent handgun shooter. If nothing else, it will make you good at that, because to master this little jewel with that double action trigger, short sight radius, you're going to get good at shooting virtually every handgun if you get good at shooting this. This one is rocking some Danthewolfman's custom wolf grips on there. Check those out. Those are pretty little things, ain't they? Get you a good little view of those. I'll put the link to his website down below in the description. Go over and check that out. He's got several different designs for different guns. Hold on, y'all. Just go check out the website. Good looking grips, good feeling grips. Got the old single action army style out here. This is the old model version. Got an L frame here. This is a 7-shot 357 Magnum, so a little bit different, but your standard size 3-inch, really common platform for 357s, common size. Maybe 4-inch, probably a little bit more common, but the frame itself. And I got the big hog leg 40 fur Magnum out here, Colt Anaconda. Altamont grips there. I think we've even got Altamont grips on the L frame, the Smith. Pretty sure these are Altamont. They're like the classic panel, and this is a knockoff Tyler T grip. It's not Tyler T, it's somebody else that I can't remember at the moment. But Tyler T grips are getting pretty hard to find anymore, guys. That was a tough. I was looking for them myself when I was trying to get these, because I like the way they feel. I like the way those grip adapters feel, and I was looking for them, and it's like, I read on the forum something about the Tyler T grips are now like a year wait time, and a lot of people are saying they're not even getting them in. It's backlogged, or maybe they're just not fulfilling orders anymore, but they're still taking them. I don't know what it is, but I got these. I think they're like BK grips or something. I ain't gonna swear to it, but I think BK. Anyways, let's just pop some 38 specials through this old J-frame here. Click. Now, one more perk of shooting revolvers. You see all this on the ground here? See all these leaves and stuff right here? And that makes it really tough to find brass. Don't have to look for any of it. Go back in time a little bit. Shoot something, the design's nostalgic, yes. Let's shoot something from our Western conquering. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm going to have to shove these a little bit deeper. Not quite doing what I wanted them to do on that round. This is one of the cool parts about these type of revolvers. And I may be weird, but I like unloading them. I like loading, unloading them, just working that rod and pushing that brass out there one at a time. It's just, I don't know, I'm weird, guys. I'm really weird when it comes to stuff like that, but I love it. I love guns. I love everything to do with guns. I love the loading, unloading, reloading, as in at the bench. I just love it all. It's fun. You know what I just realized? I was just shooting 357 Magnums and thinking that I was shooting 38 specials until I went to grab the little J-frame just now and realized, hey, that head stamp, and the brass won't fit in there. It's like, I was like, am my chamber dirty? Nope. That's as far as she goes, guys. And that is a safety measure. It won't close with that in there, so that's a good thing. But it brings up my next point. Yes, I grabbed the wrong bowl of rounds here, thinking I was grabbing some bare lead 38 specials. Luckily, the first two guns that I shot were 357 Magnums. But I noticed, I was like, man, those are pretty hot for just my typical loads. And then that, of course, explains why. But my next point, one of the perks with revolvers is that you can shoot anything from mild all the way to wild in the same gun, and you don't have to worry about any type of slide velocity, any type of underpower charge not operating the slide, any type of overpower charge just beating the crap out of your handgun because the slide's reciprocating at a higher velocity. You don't have to worry about none of that. And I am going to show that example. We're going to use this little this L-frame here. I don't want to do it in a J-frame, especially 357 Magnum. But we're going to use that 357, and I have an assortment here of different loads that I want to use. And what I want to show you in slow-mo. We're going to do a 38 special wad cutter. Look at that little thing. This is basically like a 22. I have a 38 special. This is actually really a 38 special. This is just a coated lead semi-wad cutter. I have a 357 Magnum 170 grainer here. And then I have some of those 357 Magnums, just the lead load. So I should have actually showed that first. But in the progression of power, weakest to strongest, and we'll just do those slow-mo up close. Just watch the recoil, watch how the gun reacts. Let's go. So that was pretty cool. I could feel it too as I was going through the round. You could tell a difference in how it feels. Hopefully you could see the difference. You know what else is cool? Big bores, 44 Magnum. Click. Now, those were just lead loads. See, I'm putting this brass in my pocket. See how cool that is? It's so much easier than picking it up. That was just some semi-wad cutter, Keith style lead bullets here. I think, what powder did I use? Maybe Unique. I think I used Unique in those. I ain't gonna swear to it. But look what I do have. I have some big old H110 loaded 240 grain semi-jacketed flat nose. I think these are 0 bullets. These are a handful, fellas. We're gonna see the difference here. You know what? I'm gonna save one of these. I only brought one cylinder load, I think. I'm gonna save one of these, and we'll do a slow-mo with the lead and this one back to back. See if we can see a difference there. But I'm gonna shoot these 5 real quick. Oh man. Let me talk at you for just a second. What you just saw there was that anaconda choking up, cylinder not rotating. When people say revolvers don't ever jam, revolvers don't ever mess up, they do. And most of the time, actually, when they do mess up, this was an example of it. But when they do, a lot of times it's end of the day. It's the end of the range session. There's not a tap rack bang gonna bring you out of it. I'm not saying they fail a lot, but when they do, a lot of times it's day ending. Whoa. Woo. Trigger stuck on that one. Dang. All right, now let's check out the 44 Magnum difference between a 240 grain lead semi-wad cutter Keith style and a H110 loaded hot boy here. This is a semi-jacketed 240 grain 0 bullet. I'm gonna load these up the other direction because this Colt's the cylinder spins the other way. Let's check it out slow-mo. Well, I'm officially out of those hot 44 Magnums, and I'm perfectly okay with that. I did not enjoy shooting those. Well, I did. I just can't enjoy them for very long or very many rounds because I'm kind of a sissy. So it is what it is. We're going to go completely the other direction now, and we're going to go to this little teeny tiny, little tiny J-frame and some 38 specials here. Missed those first two shots, as you can see, and that goes back to one of the very first things I said. If you can learn to shoot one of these, you can get good at shooting virtually any other handgun. They're difficult to shoot. If you can master it, you're going to be doing great in everything else you pick up. So, let's go back to some more of these lead 357. I don't even know why I loaded these, honestly. That's kind of an odd thing for me to do, is load up a bunch of semi wad cutter 357 Magnums and 357 Magnum cases. Fairly warm for lead, so shoot. Let's go up here, see if we can get up there. No idea where that hit. I think I know. There we go. Took a few tries to find where I was aiming at. Let's see if I can do it again. Oh yeah, 7-shot, forgot. Yeah. Gotta hold just at the top of the target. You can tell I'm from Kentucky. Man, I can't count at all. I can shoot though. Just bang some more of those out. Them old lead loads are just fun to shoot. Look at all that soot coming up here, getting on my fingers and stuff. This is probably really close to one of the old rounds that was probably carried by a lot of law enforcement when 357 was carried. And those semi wad cutters were pretty popular, especially in 357. Some of those same loads right here in this old single action Army replica. Well, this thing is fun to shoot. I don't know what it is about it. They have really good triggers for one, so they're fairly easy to shoot. And it's just, I don't know, it's just probably something to do with the history, the design. They feel really good in your hand too. And I'll say this, I have noticed in the past, not so much really today, that's not been shooting a lot of super heavy 357s here. But I know when I've done a lot of buffalo bore testing and some of those really hot 357 loads, that out of the L frame, I don't know why I keep calling it that, the L frame 686, and between that and this gun actually feels better with heavy recoiling loads just because it rolls in your hand a little bit. It doesn't have so much of a palm slap like the double action revolvers do. And I think that just that grip geometry really lends itself to being able to handle some of the heavier loads. So, yeah, let me just confirm that. We'll put a couple of these 170s in right here, and we will go ahead and shoot a couple, and then I'll do the same thing there. Then I'll confirm whether what I just told you, whether it was a bald-faced lie or if it's how I actually remembered it. Those ain't playing. Those ain't playing. All right. Shoot. Those are some H110 loads too. 170 grain coated bullets. All right. Here we go. Yeah, I did not lie one little bit. That felt drastically more mild from this than from the 686. This style, just for me, and maybe it's only for me, I don't know, but for me, this style actually it tames the recoil quite a bit. It doesn't, like I said earlier, palm smack you as bad, but it is what it is. I like punishment, so here we go. I know this video is just me loading and shooting and talking some nonsense as we go. Told you when I first started this video is because I wanted to shoot some revolvers today, so that's what we're doing. Oh. 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 There we go. That's the downfall of revolvers. As soon as you find your holding start doing good, you run out of bullets. All right, I got you at a little bit different angle here. You can see the targets right here, and this is a different angle so you can see the gun. So what I did is I took this 686 and I took that random bowl I've got there that has the 38 special coated lead, the full wad cutter, little light loads, the 170 grainers, and a couple other different little things in there. And I stuffed them randomly in this 7-shot cylinder. I have no idea where they're at, no idea where I'm starting, and I'm just going to run through it. And we'll see the difference in how they hit the target and if I flinch or not, expecting a big 170, and it's a little tiny wad cutter. And it's just fun to do because that's what one of the beauties of shooting revolvers is. You can shoot anything, even in the same cylinder. Oh, I was anticipating those big 170s. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was waiting on it. I was waiting on it. Oh, got that old paint can out of the way there. Well, that's about all I got for you today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did shooting it. I'm going to send you out of here with some big old chunks of lead from the 44. Don't forget to go visit my Patreon page. Sure do appreciate that, guys. Until next time, stay tuned.